Hi guys, Doug here from Doug's BIR. Hope you've been watching my channel. It's very wet and muggy in Wales, in Cymru here, and there are a lot of bugs going around, and I'm just getting rid of a cord, so excuse my voice. My nose is a bit blocked and I sound a bit stuffy, so what better excuse than to make another cold and flu killing chicken madras. The ingredients are on my social media. I'm not going to go through the ingredients today, as I'm not the best of physique, but I've got lots of recipes for the base gravy and the madras and other recipes, so have a look at those on YouTube, TikTok and Facebook. Doug's BIR, Dougs BIR. If you follow me you would know this by now, but for those who've just joined me, that's it. So I've got my base gravy warming over here in the pot, and I'm going to warm up the oil in this pan here. This is seasoned oil. I've just fried some dry spices up in this and then put it in the oil, filtered it from the oil so the oil has not got any nasty lumps you have to remove later. So that would be like cloves, cardamom, cinnamon, pepper, whatever dry spices, cassia bark, black cardamom if you want to do that. Just make some flavoured oil, or fry some base gravy up and separate the oil after. Skim it off your last curry even and store it in the fridge, which is what I've done before. So the oil is not perfectly clear. I've got some base gravy in there as well. Doesn't matter, it's all added to the flavour. So I'm going to heat this oil up now on a high heat. My base gravy is nice and warm now. I'm just going to remove that and put it on a lower heat. Oh yeah, warm. So I'm heating my oil up. Hope you've had a good day. Hope you don't have a cold like me. Blast it away with a hot curry. That's what I do. Hot curry and a drink. Today I'm having a brandy because it makes me feel better when I'm feeling a bit rough. I'm from Cymru, South Wales, and I've been cooking curries for easily 30 years. I'm trying to master them as good as a takeaway. Recently built my tandoor oven, which is in the garden, getting wet at the moment. Cooked some tandoori chicken on that. You can see the video for that. That was absolutely delicious and as good as a takeaway, as I've given it to all my neighbours to try. In some cases better than some takeaways. So my oil is heating, and the first thing I'm going to do is fry off my garlic ginger paste, about a tablespoon, some chilies and some cherry tomatoes, about 2 cherry tomatoes. The oil is hot, plonk those in. Garlic, ginger, chopped green finger chilies, tomato. So fry that for a couple of minutes. Don't let the garlic stick or you'll spoil the taste. It will be bitter. Somebody asked me why my voice goes up at the end of my sentences like an Australian. It's just a habit when I'm online. Don't normally do that, but when I'm explaining things, it goes up at the end of the sentences like an Aussie. I'm not an Aussie, but I've got relatives there. If you're watching, hello Pat, hello Phil, Dave, Auntie Mavis, round about Adelaide, Alice Springs I believe, might be wrong. So a couple of minutes until you can smell delicious garlic bread smell. Then you know it's cooked enough. Just don't let it stick. If it starts to stick, add a bit of water or base. I use a high-sided lid pan because I normally end up doing a couple of portions, and the normal aluminium pans will get full, and also I got a habit of making a mess all over the kitchen floor, so this stops some of it. When you get accustomed to making these curries, you'll find that you can put the heat up higher as you get more confidence. As you know, when things are about to stick and burn with practice. I don't know if you can see in the background, I've got my little lucky mascot today, my chocolate mousse, which is my little boy's, for good luck. Let's show you. Chocolate mousse. Get back over there, you, or you're going to get burned. Right, so my garlic and ginger, chilies and tomatoes nearly done now. I'm going to add my dry spices. Quick run through, I've got hot chili powder, Kashmiri chili powder, paprika, cumin, coriander, Madras powder, some nutmeg, and some brown sugar. You can use jaggery or white sugar or honey. Doesn't matter, it's just for a bit of background sweetness. As are the tomatoes. You have a little background sweetness to the dish. So about 30 seconds to a minute now. That's too dry. Do that mad till you smell those aromas coming up. I started to stick, so teeny bit of base in there. Loosen things up a little bit. Let me know what you've all been doing today, and which part of the world you're from. And any suggestions on a curry you would like me to cook live next. I'm cooking with a dash because that's my favourite, and I need to eat. I'm all on my top, so that's what I'm doing. So check that heat is nice and hot there. Let that heat up, don't let it stick. Let that heat up, we're going to add some tomato now. About 3 tablespoons of tomato puree, diluted or passata. Stir that in. Scrape it all off, make sure it's not sticking anywhere. Now, when I get to about 10,000 views, 10k, I'm going to start doing competitions and sending out spice packs, and they're going to be branded with my own Doug's BIR blend mix, such as Madras mix, Kurma mix, Tikka Masala mix. I'm going to send those out in competitions free after 10k views, so please help me get 10k views. I've been working on this channel a long time now, and I'm not a pretty girl wiggling my bits around, so it's harder for me to get views. I'm a middle-aged man from Wales with a funny accent cooking curry. So please support me, yeah, and then I'll be sending out some gifts to you, my followers. Thank you. So about 2 minutes for that. I've got pre-cooked chicken, Now you can follow my recipe for that, or just cook some chicken up, boil some chicken pieces in some base gravy and take them out. Or you can cook some in a tandoor oven or grill, which I've done on another video. But as this is a quick one tonight, I've just cooked some up in some base. Yeah, it's nice and caramelised now. No more base. Always add a little bit at a time, no more than half. You can put that around the sides, leave it there for a minute around the sides. And I'm going to do my signature trick with my magic water. Don't try this at home or you'll burn your house down. So that will caramelise those bits on the side and make it hotter, as this is not a restaurant cooker, so it hasn't got like 9 to 12 kilowatts on it, probably more like 5, until I get a proper high burning one. Or I might make a video on my tandoor oven and cook on the top of that. That's quite hot, that's like 450 Celsius, so it's hotter than this. Not sure what our temperature is. So hope you enjoy my video. Stay with me and watch till the end, you might learn something. Thank you. Cheers. Right, stir that at the sides. That sides are nice and hot now. Split sides. Let that stick now for a minute. So then onions in the base start caramelising, become sweet, give that lovely authentic BIR taste. That's the whole point of making a base there. You can do it from scratch and just add your onions and no base, but it's not quite the same. It's not the same as what you're used to in a takeaway restaurant. Please give me some stars and roses. I haven't had any yet. Nobody's given me any. I would like to get at least one to know that someone's watching. Yeah, that's sizzling away. I can see it on the screen there. Cold fighting Madras, if you've just joined me. I'm Doug. I've got my Doug's BIR top on and my Doug's BIR hat on for you, so you know where I am. In my Doug's BIR kitchen in Cwmbran, South Wales, in the valleys. Okay, let's stir that again. Just starting to stick now, I can feel that. That was good timing there. So you need about 3 ladles, 3 to 4 ladles. You can add more if you like more juice, which I normally do, and I end up with like 4 portions instead of 2 or 1 or 2. But that doesn't matter. I've got a teaspoon of salt in there. My base gravy's got onions, carrot, chunk of cabbage, bit of a pepper, garlic, ginger, coriander and methi, which I'm going to have to drag out some more later from the cupboard there. Methi leaves. Fenugreek is the other word for methi. So leave that base warm up around the sides, and I'm going to do another one of my signature tricks after I've had a sip of the magic water. I hope you can see that pot looking delicious. Always season these frying pans Excuse me, I did say I've got a cold. Okay, so I'm going to add some magic water. Warm the sides up there. In one of my Madras recipes, I've made a lemon and lime Madras using some lemon balm leaves, chopped up with the coriander, which was very nice. I'll also split those sides. I'm going to leave it to split again for a couple of minutes till I get like a porridge oats texture on there. Hope you've had a good day, as I said. Tell me what jobs you do and where you would like to be in 5 years from now. I would like to have a little shop selling equipment for BIR, spices and pots and recipe book, maybe a book. Everyone's doing a book now, so why shouldn't I do a book? I've been cooking a long time, over 30 years, lots of different things. I've done Chinese, Indian, British, some German sausages, homemade cheese, homemade wine. I'm also a painter. I like painting, oil paintings, landscapes, seascapes. Just a bit of my background. I don't cook all day long. I'm a care worker. This is my hobby on the side on my days off. Okay, so that's nice and hot now. More base, only a bit at a time. Yeah, that's glooping and glopping, bubbling and squeaking. And the last bit of my signature trick. I want to keep some to drink because I haven't got much in there now, so only a little bit left. Yeah, nice and hot. So I've made some fried rice to go with this. Just a quick biryani rice. Nothing special in this one, in that rice I've done. Just to show you what it looks like. And I'm going to add another ladle now. So that's about 3 altogether. Maybe 1 full up because I'm doing a portion. I'm going to take that heat down now. Let that simmer. Yeah, that's just about the right texture. By the way, I didn't blend this base fully as I normally do. I wanted some texture in this one, so I blended it about 90%. So there's still like teeny lumps in there for the texture I've seen in some restaurants. A lot of videos I've seen, people are blending it till it's really smooth, like tinned carrot and coriander soup, which you can use as a base gravy actually if you're really stuck. But this time I've left some texture in there, so about 90% blended. So I'm liking the look of this texture. I just try new things every time I cook until I get that perfect combination. And when I do, that will be called my version 3 Madras, as I've done 2 already, and I've done lemon and lime Madras. So the last version I do will be called version 3. Now, pre-cut chicken. I've got plenty here, I'm not going to use all that. I've cooked in the base gravy. So I'm going to put those chunkier pieces in. Maybe scoff the smaller ones another day. Or freeze them. Put the chunky ones in. This is from a whole chicken. I've roasted and then boiled in the base gravy. So if your chicken is raw, you really need 20 minutes to cook that. But if it's pre-cooked, you're looking at 5 minutes just to warm it through. Yeah, that's looking good. I know, kitchen hygiene, but I'm eating it. So that's what that's looking like now, with those nice roasted chunks. Yeah, cook that for 5 minutes now. Have a little taste for seasoning. Yeah, that's damn good. That tastes just like a takeaway. That's one of my better ones actually. For some reason, maybe because of the texture. Now finally I'm going to add a squirt of vinegar. I use white vinegar, but I find malt is fine, or lemon juice, or rice vinegar. Try different things. Let that warm up. Then I'm going to plate it up then. With coriander on me. Yeah, that's pretty good. If you need to add more salt and pepper, then do now. Or if you want it a bit sweeter, do that now. And finally at the end, I'm going to add some chopped coriander, which I've got by, where are we? Ooh, there. Chopped coriander leaves. Always put it at the end. Same goes for any curry. If you're adding garam masala, you can put that at the end, depending on how strong you want that. And fenugreek goes at the end as well. Just put that in your pan, rub it through. Try and keep your fenugreek in a warm, dark, dry place. Otherwise it doesn't break up when you rub it. It just rolls like rolling tobacco in your hand. Sometimes I use my spice grinder to make a powder out of that if I'm being really fussy. So one more sample now as I put the vinegar in. Yeah, that's bloody great. Thank you for watching. Just going to plate that up now and show you what that looks like with the garnish on. I'm not putting a lemon on it purely because I've run it. You can put a little slice of lemon like Al does on Al's kitchen. So let's put those nice chicken lumps on there. Yeah, it's good. This is a good one. Definitely follow this recipe again. I'm not blending that big so much. Okay, that's enough to show you for purposes, and I'm going to garnish it now with a couple of chilies, a little bit of tomato, and break up some coriander leaves on there, and let's see if you can see that by there. There you go, and on this camera right there. Oh, that is delicious. Thank you for watching. Please come back again. Nice to have you here. Take care now. Bye bye. Dogs BIR. signing off.